Alright everybody, welcome to a little banger by the name of Firework. Now this is something I've been following for a bit now. It has tremendously positive reviews on Steam. I hadn't checked it out beforehand because it was not available in English until today. And based on what I read from this, is actually an amazing side-scrolling oriental horror game that does not rely on cheap jump scares to scare you. It's going to be setting, atmosphere, and the story itself has a very sinister feel to it. Apparently, we're just going to be one day, or one night in particular, examining or at least responding to a possible arson case in a funeral home, which leads us to investigating a prior closed case, which it's going to open the doors to madness. Let's check it out. Ah, this is just my luck. How did a perfectly functioning car break down all of a sudden? Zhang, the informant's still waiting in town. Do you want to leave the car here? There's no need to rush. Dealing with arson, it's not our responsibility. Ah, this is just great. My car broke down. Oh, Captain Liu yelled at me. Captain Liu seems like a nice person. You just transferred here, so you have no idea how Captain Liu is like. If she finds out the car broken down, she will say, "I told you to take good care of the cars, didn't I? If you're chasing after a dangerous gangster, what are you going to do if the car breaks down? Can you imagine the consequences?" I'll try to fix the car. I'm good at this. Alright, Zhang, thanks. Hey, we're colleagues. No need to be so courteous with me. Ah, the flashlight's almost dead. Lixun, can you bring me a battery? There should be a small store in the street. Fine. Half an hour ago, a coffin caught on fire during a funeral in Quinton Town. The informant claimed that it was arson. Our superior sent us to investigate the matter. This is my first time working as a criminal investigator. And probably your last, huh? What do we got here? Believe in science, not superstition. Quinton Town is a secluded town in the mountains. I heard that they had retained many superstitious customs. Which always makes for a very spooky atmosphere. There's a basin full of paper ash on the counter. The ember glows from time to time. Anyone here? Oh, I just woke up. What can I do for you? I'll take an AA battery. Here you go. 2 yuan. Zhang, I got the battery. Hey, thanks, buddy. I'll wrap up here. You can go and check out the scene first. Since you're new here, you can take this chance to familiarize yourself with the place. Yes. That's what you want. Send the rookie in by himself in this. Look, this dude disappeared again. Oh, you went back to sleep? Yeah, I bet. The funeral shed is on the right. Nothing to check out there? No. I gotta tell you, the atmosphere is since the atmosphere is amazing. Did I just loop back? Didn't I pass this place a while ago? You did. Dog, please. The atmosphere is amazing so far. I'm already digging it. Just the foggy look. Really, really cool. Blood oozes from the wall. Like it's literally coming out of the wall? See, that's a problem. As a detective, you should probably check that out. Or back here again. But it does seem to be red over here now, which it was... Oh. I guess there's nothing to worry about because the bleeding wall has been patched up. Blood oozes from the wall. There are 2 banknotes stuck on it. That's the money I used for buying the battery just now. What's going on? Oh, there's a door now, where the wall was. A rusty door appeared in the wall. I would say it's probably not the wisest decision to go into a door on a wall that just suddenly appeared out of nowhere when it was constantly changing over time. There's a letter on the table. Wang Jinkai, the store owner, had passed away from illness. Please deliver 6 wreaths, 2 paper dolls, and 2 candles in 3 days. Okay, you seen that, I think doll to the left of us? Was it looking at us before, like, you know, with that shifty eye look towards us, or was it just staring directly ahead? So the funeral the informant mentioned was for the small store owner? Who was the person in the small store just now? Interesting. So the guy who sold us the battery wasn't really the store owner because the store owner is the one who died and had the funeral for. Okay, so we got a candle. Unlit candle. I have to find a way to light this candle. Well, why don't you just light it on the candle that's actually lit? I can see clearly now. I will look around the house. Okay, cool. Let's not put that down. The paper doll is holding a ledger in its hand. September 23, Wang Zufin borrowed 500 G eggs and owed Wang Jinkai 50. Xie Rongfa borrowed a bottle of soy sauce and owed Wang Jinkai 16. Lin? It's us. Borrowed a battery and owed Wang Jing. It's today's date. There's my name on it. Oh, that's creepy. Some items can be viewed again on the menu page. Press Y to open the menu page. Candle can be used for lighting and a strange ledger. Ooh. The ledger was covering the doll's bloody face. It's a dead end. Well, I'm taking this candle with me. You said no jump scares, and I know technically I just tipped over. It still freaked me out. The paper doll falls to the ground. You see its eyes? Now it's staring directly at us. It's no longer shifting to the left like it was before. Well, now that we have a light, does that mean we could read this and that? Probably. There's a piece of paper on the chair. A debt to the dead. If you take a dead person's belongings, you will owe a debt to the dead. If you don't return them in time, maladies will befall you. Or worse, tragedies will befall your whole family. Return them as soon as possible to avoid this catastrophe. So you're telling me I should go take that battery back? By the way, the door's gone, FYI. An obituary in the bulletin board, right in the corner, in the center. A volunteer teacher of Quintin Primary School had passed away at the age of 27. Culture and Education Office of Quintin Municipal Government. The name is blackened out. I'm gonna give this battery back, by the way. Toss the ancestor money into the basin. Okay. The ancestor money was burned to ash. The road is clear now. Oh. So did we essentially pay the debt off? So instead of giving the battery back, we just paid it off with 2 ancestor money, which is probably what it was requesting. I'm not sure if we should go right now or... I mean, I'd be heading back to my bro and I'd be like, hey, you know what? Oh, I mean, it's technically, again, not a jump scare, but I wasn't expecting it because you weren't there to begin with. The paper doll is pointing to the right. I mean, I read that already, but must be important if that's what you're pointing at to. The name is blackened out. This could be the funeral. Oh, this could be the funeral home that they spoke about. Holy paper dolls all over the place, it seems. Where did the bereaved family go? I'll investigate the scene first. The candles on the table are flickering with red light, illuminating the black and white portrait of the deceased. It's the person I met at the small store just now. Huh. Creepy paper doll. The lid of the coffin has been moved. There's a bit of smoke emerging from the opening on the right side. Okay, so we could see the dude's feet, coffin lid, and a telephone. I mean, I'm curious about this telephone that's literally here. There's a telephone in the coffin lid following the phone cable. The handset can be seen from inside the coffin. So he called, the deceased individual called to report the arson on his body. The latest number dialed was 110. Oh yeah, you can see the fingerprints right there too. That's cool. The call was made at around the same time the police received the report. I don't want to check the coffin inside just yet. Let's look around first. The reed and paper doll near the opening are blackened from the smoke, but there's no trace of burning. The ignition point should be inside the coffin. The fire didn't spread outside. So the fire started from within the coffin? The body's lying in the coffin, but you can vaguely see that the clothes have been burned to pieces. The inside of the coffin has been blackened from the smoke. It's exuding a strong smell. It's the smell of the pyrotechnic powder. Why is that in the coffin? The scene's a bit weird. It doesn't seem like a normal fire. I have to tell Zhang about the situation. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it started from within inside the coffin of a dead dude is fairly suspicious, we gotta say. Okay. The trail of, I think, ancestor money? Ooh, that doll just popped up right there. Coffin? Yo, dude. A paper doll has appeared in the road. And so has a reed. There's a ledger covered in ash on the counter. Well, we do know it's today's date, then. Oh, that's comforting. But I gave you back the 2, ancestor. Yeah, we could see that. How this dude is so calm, I do not understand. Oh, good. Apparently our police vehicle has been replaced by a hearse. What do you see this time? I see a white mist. Anything other than white mist? It's also a car. It's a black hearse, driving very slowly. I want to get closer to it, but it always gets further away from me. Who's the hearse for? That hearse is for my dad. Lixun? Lixun? Oh, you're finally awake. Is this the clinic? Why am I here? Did you forget? Oh, you fainted near the funeral shed. Fainted? Oh, you scared the living hell out of me. Luckily, the clinic is nearby. The doctor examined you and said you fell asleep. Sorry, I had this problem since I was a kid. I'm sorry for making you worried. That's okay. Captain Lou told me about your condition. Don't take it to heart. Take your time to adjust to your work. Yeah. By the way, do you have any news about the fire at the funeral? No, I had to ask the person in charge. It was caused by a half-burnt paper that had fallen onto a reed. But I've investigated the scene. The fire started from inside the coffin. That's impossible. The coffin was closed. Additionally, the person in charge didn't pursue the case. He didn't even know who called the police. Some mischievous kid probably did it. Was no one else at the scene during the incident? Yeah, the deceased was the owner of the small store, Wang Jink guy. He got divorced a few years ago. The man was very stingy. His relatives stopped contacting him a long time ago. No one cared about his death, so residents in town pitied him. They donated some money to hold a funeral for him. Lixun, don't trouble yourself with this case. Go and get some rest. Alright. Alright, we're good to go again. Guess I'll just randomly pick up a phone here in the clinic that I don't belong to. The doctor isn't here. What's the matter? Hello? How can I help you? The person on the other end hung up. Can we talk about this apparently door that's covered in cobwebs here, by the way? Yeah. Dad, I noticed that. Nothing weird about that. A bag of IV solution is hanging on the infusion stand. When I was a kid, I used to get these random fevers frequently. The doctors at the hospital could not find the cause of it. My grandma knew a shaman. She said I was born at a Jin date, at a Jin time, so I attract spirits naturally. The last time I saw the shaman was at Dad's funeral. She sighed when she saw me and said a few words. It's heaven's will that you can see ghosts. You'll become a policeman and help the dads find justice.
The following news report is about a local case. On September 15, a family of 4 in Quinten Town was found dead at home. The house owner, Mr. Tian, his wife and the granddaughter had died from rat poison. His daughter-in-law, Zhao, had hung herself. The police's force suspect that Zhao, who had a mental health issue, had poisoned the family and hung herself. The case is under further investigation, and we welcome any information from the public.
There's a key next to the TV. Alright, so we've officially entered Chapter 1, the telephone. Officer, how do you feel? Are you the doctor here? Yes, my name is Jie Jingshang. Nice to meet you. Dr. Ye, thank you for taking care of me. I'm a doctor. Saving people is my job. By the way, never seen you around. Did you transfer here recently? Yeah, I just checked in yesterday. No wonder. Quentin is very human. Newcomers don't adapt easily. Just make sure you get plenty of rest. Smoke? I'm okay. I don't smoke. You're rare. Every cop I know is a chain smoker. Especially the experienced ones. They can't solve any case without cigarettes. I haven't handled a case yet, so I can't relate. I see. Oh, don't tell anyone I smoke. I was tell the old folks here to smoke less, and I can't justify it if they find out I smoke too. Dr. Yi, is that Wang Jingkai's store next door? Oh yes, why? Nothing, I encountered something strange at the funeral, so I'm just trying to understand the situation. Do you know how Wang Jingkai died? Yeah, his body was found several days after he died. I haven't seen the corpse, so it's hard to say. People in town are saying that he died horribly, as if he was killed by a ghost. Killed by a ghost? About that, it's probably has something to do with the familicide that happened some time ago. Are you talking about the Tian family case? I saw it on TV. Yeah. After the Tian family died, Wang Jingkai had told everyone that Tian's daughter-in-law was a mad woman. He said she went crazy and murdered the whole family. Everyone thinks that the daughter-in-law spirit killed Wang Jingkai because he spoke ill of her. Of course, I'm a doctor, I don't believe in such superstitions. Wang Jingkai had cardiovascular disease, so he probably died from a heart attack. I think the circuit breaker tripped. I'll go ahead and have a look. Officer, you might want to grab some candles in the black van outside. Okay. I mean, is there a reason why even the black van is covered in cobwebs? A black van is parked across the road. There's a few candles and a lighter next to the seat. There we go. I can barely make out some boxes of fireworks in the van under the candlelight. Why are there fireworks in a van belonging to the clinic? It isn't far from the funeral shed here. Dr. Yi may know something about the fire at the funeral. Maybe now we could check some things out since we have light. Medical books on the table. Oh, here we go. There are traces of something that was once hung on the wall. It looks like an award banner. I mean, I imagine maybe we could use the candle now to burn through the cobwebs. Or just remove it with your hand. Yeah, I guess you could do that as well. Although who wants to touch creepy cobwebs, you know what I'm saying? The door is covered with a thin layer of spiderwebs. Maybe there's a way to clean up the spiderwebs. Use your hand, burn it with a candle, and investigate the other places first. Well, both of the options that I mentioned came to mind. As I said, who wants to, use your hand to remove cobwebs? Candle, please. So we're now on the back side of where all this took place. There's a fence blocking that away, so that just says that we just gotta go left. There was a similar willow tree planted in my old house. My grandma said the tree was the root of the Lin family, and it would bless us. My dad didn't believe it. On the day he was buried, the willow tree whined as if it was crying. There's no well covered with moss. The water glows inside, reflecting the night sky. Oh. Nothing there? No. There are are 2 wires in the box. One of the wires is burnt, the other one seems functional. Okay. Well, I guess we gotta connect you to you. Isn't the case closed? What are you doing here? The case? Are you new here? Yeah, I just transferred here not long ago. What case are you talking about? My name is Chen Quin-Su. I'm a volunteer teacher in Quinton Primary School. We did read on the bulletin board about the school thing, where the name was apparently crossed out, correct? A month ago, my student, Tieng Feng Feng, her mother and grandparents were found dead at home. But you guys suspected that it was Feng Feng's mother who killed the whole family. I know Feng Feng's mother. She wouldn't hurt Feng Feng. Have you found any evidence? As you can see, I'm looking for it. Why are you searching for evidence in the clinic? You'll know after I find and send it to the press. Miss Chen, since you're a volunteer teacher here, I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but don't take anything from here. It'll be hard to deal with if someone finds out. Also, I'm Lin, a criminal investigator from the Criminal Investigation Department. I'll be around. Let me know if you run into trouble. Got it. A red umbrella dripping with water. Unfortunately, though, we are way over time with this one, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you all enjoyed. But here's what I'll say. I enjoyed it actually quite a bit. The atmosphere is really good. That, I might do a bit more. So you guys let me know in the comments if there's enough support for wanting to see more. I'll definitely throw a bit more your way. I'll catch you guys next time.